Dengarkan ulangan salah satu throwback lah. Ni antara kenangan saya bersama dengan Sati.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Oh yeah, you. Yeah, now. Oh, sure. I'm in Ebook Cafe now. Okay, I'll be waiting here. Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum. Yes, miss. How can I help you?
Actually, I got hit by a car and my friend told me about Takaful. I have no idea about what is Takaful actually. Can you explain to me about the concept of Takaful?
Oh, yeah, sure. I can explain to you about the concept. So, Takaful, the Islamic alternatives to insurance, is based on the concept of social solidarity, cooperation, and mutual advantages of losses of members. There are two Takaful products which are: firstly is Family Takaful. And the second one is General Takaful.
It seems impossible. It seems impossible.
Family Takaful.
I'll take care of it. Even if you change.
This product aims to help participants who are discomforting in problems such as death, accident, or permanent detriment. This means that if any of the participants of Takaful are in anguish or problem, the money collected in the Takaful will be given to those who are in needs. Example is Child Education Takaful and Medical and Health Takaful. Next is General Takaful. This product purely for mutual financial help on a short-term basis usually 12 months, to compensate its participants for any material loss, damage or destruction. If at the end of the period of Takaful, there is a net surplus in the general Takaful fund, the same shall be shared between the participant and the operator in accordance with the principle of Al-Mudarabah. Example is home Takaful and motor Takaful.
The comparison between Takaful and conventional insurance. But first, what is actually insurance means? Insurance is an agreement or a mutual cooperation between two parties. The agreement is between a people who agreed to transfer the burden of financial loss of the insurer who insured his money to the insurance company. We can compare these two insurance based on many aspects. The aspects are first, in terms of governance. Second one is goal. Third is risk transfer. And the last one is in terms of monitoring committee. In terms of governance, for Takaful, the governance viewpoint of Takaful is Sharia. For conventional insurance, all principles are based on humans' intellectual. Second aspect is goal. For Takaful, Takaful goal is to not maximize profit but to make sure the operation is well-being and self-sustaining. For conventional insurance aims for profit maximization from the shareholders. The third aspect is risk transfer. For Takaful use the concept of mutual risk. That means mutual risk is shared among the participants. In conventional, the risk is transferred from the insured to the insurer. The last aspect is monitoring committee. In Takaful, the Sharia Supervisory Board is formed in Takaful Insurance to monitor the operations of the insurance. And for conventional, there is no monitoring committee since their product does not require any Sharia guidelines.
In general, Takaful is exposed to 5 categories of risk. First is underwriting risk. Second is operational risk. Third is credit risk. Fourth is liquidity risk. And fifth is market risk. But in this video, we are only focusing on market risk, liquidity risk, and also underwriting risk. Underwriting risk. Underwriting risk occurs due to conflict in selection of applicants or due to retakaful risk as a result of incapacity of retakaful operator to meet the obligation towards seeded company under retakaful agreement. Underwriting risk can be conducted by authorizing standard selection method persistent with the company's objective. Next is market risk. Market risk is the unpredictability of prices in instruments and assets of Takaful companies in the market. It can be categorized as equity price risk, interest rate risk, currency risk, and commodity price risk. But for a Takaful company, it does not include interest rate risk.
Step inside your house,
And lastly, liquidity risk.
pull the shade and dust bells up the room again.
Liquidity risk is the risk resulting from Takaful companies' inefficiency to meet its obligations when their diminution due. This risk happens because the company has deficient liquid assets or huge amount of liabilities. In order to manage liquidity risk, there are two methods that are found that can be used in Takaful model. Those are
It seems impossible.
cash flow modeling.
I'll take care of it.
It is done in order to appraise the amount of loss, surpluses or liquidation cost risk in order to meet the demand of Takaful industry. And the next one is liquidity ratios. It can be done by affirm the need of exceptional internal control and competent disclosure of information in the organization.
Step inside,
Issues of Takaful.
to lock the door. It's
Why the issues rise? It is because first, Takaful prohibits riba, gharar and maisir. Secondly is Takaful places considerable emphasis on the spirit of ta'awun as well as tabarruk.
change your mind.
And thirdly, the differences between Sharia and the existing laws in relation to insurance contracts within their respective jurisdiction. The issues of Takaful are: firstly, Takaful is a mutual operating system within the setup of a proprietorship body corporate. Secondly, effect of nomination clause on mirath, succession or inheritance and wasiyah, will or bequest. Thirdly, mandate by a Takaful agent. Fourthly, there is no central Sharia board which would ensure the uniformity of practices among the companies. And lastly, Takaful is a charity or business entity